Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. So, in today's video, we will be sewing our princess dots. Okay, so we've already drafted our princess dots, and here we are about to sew it. This is how the back looks, and this is how the front looks. So by the end of this video, you should be able to sew something like this. So after we were done drafting it, we are done with our cutting. We position them on our fabrics and we cut them. And here we are joining the neck with our lining, and then we will be working around it based on the patterns that we actually did cut. Okay, so you will be connecting our lining to our lining and then our fabric to our fabrics. So you have to also make sure that the lines that we use in the bust measurement and the bust and the waist are aligning with each other. So you are going to be pinning your down together. You'll be pinning your under bust together as well. And then you would start from there. You would repeat the same thing at the other side of it as well. So that is what you see it being done here. So after that, you move on to your machine and then you start sewing it. As it can be seen here, you make sure that they are lying flat and beautiful. When you get to the curvier stage where the bust is, be extremely careful to make sure that you maintain the sewing pace throughout with it so that you can have a perfect sewn curve and a perfect and lovely princess that's sewn. Okay. Yes, so that is what you see me doing here. We will be repeating the same particular process on the other side as well. Okay, so you position it like so. You start from the down. We've already we've already used our pin to hold up with our underbust. So you make sure that the armholes are also meeting and it is expected to be meeting. Then you move on to your neck. You can decide to do your neck first before you move on to the other that section. You can also decide to do the other that section before you move on to your neck. So here, this is what you see it being done. Okay, so here there is no wording or anything like that, but once it's there, you just realize that the bust section is really popping up. Okay, it is really popping up, letting you understand that okay, there's a place where you can put your bust, so you don't have to worry. There's not gonna be any flat line around your bust. Okay, so after that, we're repeating the same process with our lining. We make sure that the down is aligning with the down, the underbust are aligning with the underbust, like so. And then you make sure that the armhole are meeting, that is where it's expected to meet. So you repeat the same process on the other side as well. So after that is being done, you will make sure that you give out notches to your projects, which are very, very much important. With that, we'll be sewing our lining and the fabric together. You make sure that the darting are aligning as is expected to be. You make sure that where the darting meets, you pin them together and then you sew them as it can be seen here. Make sure that your darting are being positioned on its sides where it aligns with each other perfectly. So after that is done, you open up to give up an overstitch. Okay, so here we are giving out an overstitch on it. That is what you see us doing with the down section. Okay, there was no such stitches with our lining, so we made sure that it was on the same measurement, same length with the lining and the main fabric. So that is what you see me doing. When you give out that overstitch, it just stabilizes it. Okay, so where the curves are, this is where we start with our notches, which are very, very much important. You give it the notches so that where it has to open, it would open and look beautiful. where it doesn't have to open and lie flat, it will just lie perfectly. So that is basically the reason why we can it is important for you to give out notches in your projects. Okay, you do that put on your fabric and on your lining as it is being done here in this section. Okay, so after that, you move to your machine to make sure that you iron it, let it lie flat and beautiful. There is no wadding or anything in, but you know how the princess that's the positioning of things that is just making the back section blue. Okay, please, if you've not watched the pattern on how we did this cut, please, I will be leaving the link in the description, or it is already on the channel. You can search up on how to cut to draft your princess start, and then you will be able to see it on our channel. So here, once we are done sewing the neck, we move to the down section, and then we will sew it as well. So here I'm sewing the neck for the back, and then I'll be sewing the back, the down section of the back. Like I always said, like I said in the previous video, personally I do not do any cutting with my back outfit. I make sure that my back are being sewn in. I don't cut them out. So even though I drafted a princess that so you could understand how it looks at the back, I personally do not cut mine back borders. Okay. It's just the front borders that I make sure that I do cut it so that it can have that I mean the busty shapes and everything in. But if not that, I really do not do those. I don't do those cuts in mine back projects. I don't really do that in the back bodice. It's just the front bodice that I work like that on it. So here we will be giving it on a overstitch. So we are doing the overstitch to make sure that the lining is being stabilized and not be popping up and showing up. So here we'll be moving around with our darting. Okay, so here you start from the big shoulder length, and then you mark where your shoulder to your waist is. So after you are done with your shoulder to your waist, you come out by 1/1 inch. Okay, so here I'm working around a bust of 39. So if I'm working around a bust of 39, that means that my tartan is around 4 inches. So I'll be adding 1 inch supply allowance and it will be 5 inches. Okay, so here I'm making sure that they are aligned perfectly. Once I'm done with the first measurement and done with the plotting, I will just transfer that information to the second one like that, just to make it easier, and that I will be able to move on to do something else very easily. Okay, so here I'm just transferring the dots that has been marked on the first one to the second one so that I can finish it up in the shortest possible time. So that is what is being seen here. Okay, yeah, so I'm transferring the dots to the other side so that you can take a very great look at it. So this is how the darting is done, where our whiskers goes out by 1 inch, and then it gives that control at the back of your bodice. That is what it is being done here. So once that is done, I'll be adding my front to the back. As it can be seen, I'll make sure that I join the shoulders, making sure it aligns as is expected to align perfectly, and then I'll move back to my machine to join them up together. If you're a beginner, one thing I would also say is that you have to really much be stuck with your pins, because the pins makes a whole lot of difference. And then you should also be doing most of the ironing. If you do any 2 or 3 sews, you just go to your machine, I mean your iron, to iron it up. So after that, we are joining the shoulders. And if the shoulders are being joined like so, lining connects with the lining and the fabric would connect with the fabric. The moment it is that it interchanges, you notice that there is a problem somewhere. So it has to be solved. Okay, so the lining goes with the lining, and then the fabric goes with the fabric. If it changes, that means that there is an issue somewhere. It has to be corrected. Okay, so this is how it looks with this. You see how the bust section, it is standing as if like it's been padded, but it hasn't really been padded. That is it. So here we are be working around. So the shoulder to the waist is 15. We mark it out, and then the waist is 32. We mark our 8. The bust is 13, 36. We mark our 9 inches like so, and then repeat the same process at the other section. Okay, mark our 9 inches, and then we join it out. So where the top length ends, we will be going sideways by 1 inch. So if the waist is 32 and we are having it around 7.5 or 8 inches, it means that during that section we are going to be getting either 9 inches or 9.5 inches for that. Okay, so you just go a little bit far from your waist measurements. Okay, so here I will be installing a zipper, and then I'll be leaving that 1 inch allowance that is expected of me to leave. Okay, so with that, I'll just use my zip foot to do that. It says as a guide, and then it would, if you have the ability to get things that can make the work easier, it would be a plus. Okay, you invest in them, but if not, you can just use what you have and then you master it like that. So here, after this has been done, I'll transfer it to the other side of it, position it at where it's supposed to be positioned, and align it at exactly where it's supposed to be aligned, and then move on to my machine and sew it. Please, if you've watched till this section and you're really enjoying this, do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to like. Do not forget to share this to your friends and colleagues. Okay. If you have any other question, you can also leave it in the comment section. As soon as I see it, if I have the capacity to explain it without a picture or a video, I'll do so. But if not, I would make a video to explain it to you. So here, this is how it looks, even though it is not padded. Okay, so this is how the princess that looks. So here is this is how it looks when he actually positioned it on a mannequin. So this is how the top looked. If this is your first time coming across my channel, thank you very much for watching until this section. Do not forget to watch our next video. We have amazing tutorials like this and more on this channel. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you learned something new today. But before that, please do watch our next video on this channel. XOXO.